don't see how a child's place would be on a surgeon table. She's not gonna look the same at 17 that she's gonna look at 27. She wasn't even done cooking and you over here playing around and messing up the process. By definition, like, black women don't need that. That is warranted for other races and other demographics that are not black, that are not black. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I know this. I know. I love him. I love him.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello, my beautiful stones and gems. Oh my gosh, I haven't said that in so long. I miss you. You and me forever. I haven't been making content because I'm in school and it's finals week. I'm sure not everyone's gonna agree with me, but I know somebody gonna hear me, child. I want to discuss this elective cosmetic surgery that Riley Burris, the daughter of Candy Burris, has gone through with her nose. Now, I want to be mindful because Riley, while she is 18 years old, she just turned 18 in August. I want to be mindful, like, you know, she's still a young girl, right? Technically, by law, she's grown, but she's still like a child. This is a primary example of what happens when little girls try to grow up too fast. You know, like, and I'm gonna speak to you directly because you're grown now, okay? If you're wearing 30-inch weaves and you have a nose job and like you grown, like these are not, yes, I understand that she's a child, but like she does not live the lifestyle of a typical child. Most children, I mean, at least growing up in my day, most children wasn't walking around looking the way that she looks. Most children, I mean, Riley been wearing a full face of makeup and a 30-inch weave or 28 inches since she was literally like 15 years old. And that's another reason why it's kind of hard for me personally, like, I have to constantly remind myself, like, oh, this is a child. Medusa, this is a child. You're talking about a child because she does not look like a child. She has not looked like a child. Like, damn near like 5 seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, if we're being honest, I was raised that a child is supposed to stay in a child's place, and I don't see how a child's place would be on a surgeon table, like at 17 years old for an elective surgery. Like, I'm sorry, like, you can't have it both ways. What I think is unreasonable and unrealistic is for you to constantly put your child in our face and put your child on television and then tell us as the viewers that we can't talk about her. If you don't want us to talk about her, then stop putting her on our fuck. I just wish that y'all would just let this little girl be a little girl. And I really wish that y'all would stop putting her on our damn television. I feel like there's a big difference between me making a critique of the way you look as opposed to me critiquing the end results of a cosmetic procedure. Like, those are two completely different things. Riley is grown, she's 18 years old, she looked 28, she's been looking 28 for the last 5 years now. It's not like she just naturally looks like that. Everyone looks different when they have pounds of makeup and lashes and inches and all that other stuff. And then the cosmetic surgery, this man-made, unnecessary, that's another thing. Like, when I tell you that there was nothing wrong with that little girl's face, you don't stop developing until you're like 25, 26. So Riley's face is still developing. Like, she's not gonna look the same at 17 that she's gonna look at 27, because that's what happens naturally. You know, that's what, but now that you done put these man-made products in her face and took it out and shit, like, it's like, girl, like, she was still cooking. She wasn't even done cooking and you over here playing around and messing up the process. You know, black people, we have a very you know, troubled past with our African features. So when your black daughter, or just take race out of it, when your daughter comes up to you and expresses how she feels about herself, like, do you say like, yeah, you're right? Like, I just want to know, what was the conversations? Like, has she been, like, and she's literally 17 years old. It's like at 17, you know how many insecurities I had at 17? This is my opinion, but like, black people don't need surgery. We don't need plastic surgery. It's plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, that is warranted for other races and other demographics that are not black, that are not black. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Especially black women. Black women we do not need that shit. It wasn't even intended for young black women. These procedures are literally intended for them to replicate African features, like to make or to replicate the features that they find to be attractive on African women, whether it be our, full lips, breasts, butt, thick thighs, big hips. Those are all like adjacent to the aesthetic of a Black woman. And so, like, by definition, like, Black women don't need that shit already. We already have all the things that they are trying to get.
Hey Jam, shout outs to y'all for making it to the end of this video. Y'all know I had to come through with a couple clarifications. The more I grow my channel, the more I want to grow a safe space for Black women, so I need y'all to hold me accountable. I'm not an advocate of telling Black women to fix what they think is wrong with themselves. I think we should question the root of our insecurities, understand the advantages of desirability, and question why we don't like the things that we don't like about ourselves. Question who taught us to not like ourselves, and it won't take long for you to get to those answers.
We already have all the things that they are trying to get.